Comrade President Vladimir Putin,
Camarade Président Chef d'État africain,
African heads of state,
camarade chef de
Comrade
délégation,
head of delegation,
Bonjour.
good morning.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. I'm your host Marcos. Now if it's for the first time you're watching this video, please remember to subscribe to this channel, remember to comment, like and share my videos. Now in today's video is all about Ibrahim Traore. Here's another message to our African leaders across Africa and Caribbean. Now I want you to listen to his message and I'll be back with more views.
It is an honor for me this morning to take the floor here and to pass on to you the fraternal greetings of the people of the land of men of integrity. It is from the Almighty that we have been able to gather here this morning in good health to talk about the future and the well-being of our people. I am going to apologize to the elders whom I may offend in my future remarks. Because of Africanity, because of the rights of one of them, I have to apologize. Comrade, I have a few questions from my generation. Not a single question that is being asked. We don't have an answer, and it turns out that here we can wash our linseed because we feel like a family. It feels like a family in the sense that Russia is also a family for Africa. It is a family because we have the same history. Russia made enormous sacrifices to liberate the world from Nazism during the Second World War. The people of Africa, our grandfathers, were also forcibly deported to help Europe get rid of Nazism. We share the same history in the sense that we are the forgotten peoples of the world, whether in the history books, in documentaries or in film, insofar as we sweep away the preponderant role played by Russia and Africa in this fight against Nazism. We are here together because we are here to talk about the future of our peoples and what is to come. Of the future of tomorrow, of the free world to which we aspire, of a world without interference in our internal affairs. We have the same prospects, and I hope that this summit will be an opportunity to forge very good relations and to create a better future for our peoples. The questions that my generations are asking themselves about the next generation, if I can sum it up, is that they do not understand how Africa, with so much wealth on our soil, with its generous nature, water and abundant sunshine, Africa is today the poorest continent. Africa is a starving continent, and how is it that our heads of state are traveling through the world of a man? These are questions that we are asking ourselves and that we have not yet had answers. We have the opportunity to forge new relationships, and I hope that these relations can be the best, to give a better future to our peoples. My generation also instructs me to say that because of poverty, they are forced to cross the ocean in order to try to reach Europe. They die in the ocean. But that soon they will not have crossed it, because they will come in front of our palaces to look for their daily sustenance. As far as Burkina Faso is concerned, for more than 8 years, we have been confronted with the most barbaric and violent form of neo-colonialism and imperialism. Slavery still has so much to impose on us. Our front runners have taught us one thing: slavery that is not capable of accepting its own revolt does not deserve to be relied upon by its fate. We don't worry about our fate. We are not asking for someone to rely on our fate. The people of Burkina Faso have decided to fight against hypothyroidism, capable of reviving its development. In this struggle, valiant peoples, wines and a population have pledged to take up arms in the face of terrorists. The ones we actually call the VDPs, volunteers. We are surprised to see the imperialists calling these VDPs militias and of all kinds. It is one of those wines, because in Europe, when people take up arms to defend their patriots, they are called patriots. Our grandfathers were deported to save Europe. It was not with their consent, against their grey. Well, on the way back, we remember that in Traore, when they tried to bandage their elemental sheet, they were massacred, so it doesn't matter. When we people decide to defend ourselves, we are called militias, but that's not the problem. What is the problem is to see African heads of state who bring nothing to these peoples who are fighting, but who sing the same thing as the imperialists. To our militia dealers, to our traders, therefore, to men who do not respect human rights, hence the human right. We are effusive against this and these shameful people. We, the African heads of state, must stop behaving like puppets who dance every time the imperialists pull the strings. Yesterday, President Vladimir Putin announced that the grain would be sent to Africa. And we are very happy, and we thank each other for that. But it is also a message to our African heads of state, because at the next forum, we must not come here without having ensured that our peoples will be able to achieve food self-sufficiency for those who do not know war. We need to learn from those who have already been able to achieve this in Africa, build good relations here and build better relations with the Russian Federation so that we can meet the needs of our people. I may not be slow, time is running out and very short. We are obliged to stop and love my take. But I would like to end by saying that we must therefore pay tribute to our peoples who are fighting. Glory to our peoples, dignity to our peoples, victory to our peoples, homeland or death will come. Thank you, comrades.
I would like to wish you a happy new year. May God grant you a healthy life. May God make all your businesses successful. May you be prosperous. May there be union and love in your respective families and among yourselves. May God protect you throughout this year 2025 and help you realize your dreams. I would also like to pay tribute to our valiant fighting forces who fight with their bodies and souls, as you can see, so that our Burkina Faso remains standing. It is a noble job. The men are integral. Every time they go into battle, they know that some will stay, but duty calls them. This is the job of the army. We are often nostalgic, but those who have the chance today to defend Burkina Faso, we must encourage and applaud them. When they leave, we will not cry for them, but we will pity them on our fate. If we cry for them, we must avenge them. Pay tribute to them as much as you can, because it does not allow anyone to get out of their homes and face danger, knowing that they may not return in the evening. But this is what they do every day. They swore to defend our dear homeland until the ultimate sacrifice, and the fighting forces keep their bet. Today, more than ever, our armed forces go wherever they want. At the moment I am speaking to you, there are several operations through several groups. And we are inflicting colossal losses on the enemy and gradually pushing them out of Burkina Faso. We will win this battle, this war, and we will overcome imperialism, which has activated terrorism in our region, to bring us back to these colonial times, to keep us under their control, to exploit us until the end of time. Africa is waking up, and no one will be able to close the eyes of Africans on our realities. No one will be able to come and divide us, to impose what they want on us. We have done everything to be here today to speak to you, but also to come and wish President John Mahama a good change. We wish him a good change because there are many challenges await him. And I hope that you can accompany your brothers here. Pan-Africanism is a rather complex battle, but you, the people, It is quite easy for you to lead this Pan-Africanism well, because the people must love each other, the people must support each other. The problem of Pan-Africanism is very often between us, the leaders, but we will put everything in place so that the leaders can go in the direction of their people, because the people are already integrated. They are Pan-African. If today Ghana decided to bring President John Mahama to the head of the country, it is a strong message. And I wish that you, Burkinabe living in Ghana, you can accompany President John Mahama. The task will be difficult. There will certainly be challenges on the security level, on the economic level. I wish that you can accompany the forces of defense and security in Ghana much as you can, both on the intelligence level and on the economic level, as much as you can. Support them as if you were supporting the Burkinabe armed forces. I am telling you something. The challenges can be very numerous. In no case should you lose hope. You must accompany them and help them on all levels. A nation does not survive as long as it does not have a strong army. This is why I reiterate to you again to support the forces of defense and security in Ghana. They are the only ones who can help the country to climb the economic ladder and to flourish. Then I urge you to love the people here, to live in perfect symbiosis, in perfect harmony, as you are already doing very well. As I said, the peoples are already integrated. The problem is at the level of the leaders. Continue in this direction. Support your brothers in Ghana. Support them as much as you can. And above all, show this integrity. A country of integral men, you must be models. The Burkinabe must not create a problem. The Burkinabe must be a solution. You have always known how to behave well through all your leaders present here. And I wish that this dynamic continues and that you can accompany the new president in his enormous task to revive the country's economy and, above all, to defend this country. We will work together to strengthen cooperation between Burkina and Ghana, and also between the AES and Ghana, because we have many challenges together and we have always been able to overcome them. The arrival of the new president must be a moment for us to warm up these relations and bring them to the highest level. In the coming days, we will be able to see what can be done for the benefit of the Burkinabe, both internally and here. The concerns raised by the representative are current concerns. And I think that the Foreign Affairs Ministry is working to be able to reorganize the diaspora so that we can solve these problems as easily as possible. This is why the councils have been established. And the administrative documents and other documents that you need to express your nationality are being modernized if you follow the news. We used to have documents, but it wasn't secure enough. Today, we are in a dynamic of securing all identity documents in the country, but also in space, in the US, and harmonizing them. That's why it takes a little time. But in January, normally, a meeting must take place with experts to clarify this issue of identity documents. And we hope that by then, you will be able to have your nationality as it should be, Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is committed to a path that you know, a difficult path, perhaps, full of obstacles. But be sure you should never lose hope. You should never be afraid. You should never doubt, just for a moment. From where you are, we hear your support, we feel it. And everyone on the ground, and the population in the country, feels the support of the diaspora. And we are happy to be able to continue in this direction. to motivate your brothers inside, and that we can together restore Burkina Faso. We have a dream, and this dream will be a reality in a very near future. Terrorism will end. We will develop our country. We will develop our industries and make it easier for you investors to come and invest in the country in secure conditions and in economic facilities that you want. We have not forgotten this during the last phase of the Forum of the Diaspora. We are therefore trying to see everything that can be gathered to allow you to come and invest easily for the benefit of your brothers. Because we are an importer country, and we keep saying it, today the dynamic is to be able to transform our society. You have the chance to be in Ghana. Ghana is an ingenious country, and I think that a lot of technology can be transferred from here to the country. So we are waiting for you. As for us there, we are developing to bring young people back to production, especially agricultural production, and to transformation. Because we cannot imagine that in this 21st century, we will continue to import almost all of our food from abroad. While we have a huge potential, we have land. This year, we experienced the portion that was secured. We are satisfied with the results. This means that next year, if God pleases, we will continue to provide our support to the peasant world, but especially to young agricultural entrepreneurs who want to get into production and encourage these industries of transformation. Burkina Faso will shine. Burkina Faso will be great. Our dream will come true, if God pleases. And I encourage you to stay united. United among yourselves and united with those who have welcomed you here. Be united with your African brothers. We are reactivating the Institute of Black Peoples because Africa has the same history. We are treated in the same way by imperialists. There is no reason that we are not united and that we block imperialism. Stay united, and show your Burkina Faso wherever you are. Thank you very much. I would like to ask a few questions. We pray to God that everyone can return to peace, as well as we did where we came from. And above all, thank you to all the leaders here for the mobilization, for the effort of union that you make between Burkina Faso and here. We are very grateful to you, and thank you for the effort that is made so that the young people that we are stay attached to our culture. This is the only thing that if we lose it, we lose our identity. This is why we have established a day specially dedicated to our roots. Continue from where you are to teach the youth to always be attached to their culture and never lose sight of it. Thank you to everyone. May God accompany you in all your works. May God protect you throughout the year. And may God bring you back everyone safe and sound from where you came from. La patrie ou la mort. Thank you.
Welcome back, guys. I hope you have watched that video. Now, one thing about Ibrahim Traore, the president of Burkina Faso, is that one leader that when he speaks, at least everyone can believe him, because since Traore took office in Burkina Faso, he has managed to change the country, like generally, because he has done a lot in that country. He has controlled the issues of corruption, corrupt leaders, the West, people from West world who are trying to control that country. He managed to stop everything. So he's that one leader, when he speaks, at least someone can listen and someone can believe in him, because what he has done for his country, we can all see. His people love him so much. He is a good leader. A leader who is trying even to advise the whole of Africa to be like him, because he is the best. He wants Africa to follow his footsteps, because whatever he has done, I don't believe our leaders have done that. That's why Ibrahim Traore has been a trending leader, a leader of all. So in this video, you have seen he's trying to communicate some of the important things to us, our African leaders. You know, one thing with Africa, about Africa, we are a very rich continent. Africa is very rich. But It is surprising that we are the richest continent, but we are the poorest continent. That's really surprising because we are very rich, be it minerals, our soil. We are very, 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 very rich. That's why people from the West, they love coming touring our places. They love visiting Africa. They love settling here. They even want to take Africa, but this is our place. So they know what we are, they know what we have here. And it's sad that we are not even utilizing what we have here in Africa. That's why Ibrahim Traore has been trying to preach these things so many times. And this one goes to mostly our leaders. This message always goes to our leaders because our leaders have really bring us down. They have betrayed us. They are not doing anything. They're just corrupt. They just care about their pockets. They just care about themselves, and we are the ones who put them in office. You can imagine how the people of Burkina Faso are now seeing Ibrahim Traore. Imagine putting someone in office and he delivers. It is a really good feeling, and I know the people of Burkina Faso are really happy. I remember I did a video, a clip about what is happening in the US. The people who voted for Donald Trump were really complaining because since he took office, a lot has changed. The situation has hardened and people are really crying. In fact, most of them were even thinking about leaving that country and going to other countries because things have changed, the economy, everything, the pricing, the goods, no jobs. So the people were really strong and they were like, why do we really put this guy in office? So that is a major thing that happens to our leader, is that when they are vying for these seats, when they want our votes, they remember us, they are so good. They have sweet words, they can really convince us, they are good convincers, but when they go to office, they forget about us. And thanks to Ibrahim Traore, he has been a very good example of a leader who listens to his people, of a leader who delivers, because since he took office, he has changed Burkina Faso completely. Like, everyone to visit Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso used to be the poorest country, but now it is one of the famous countries so far because it has really improved since Ibrahim Traore took office. So we want to be talking about, we want to be like Burkina Faso. Most of our African leaders should follow what Traore is doing because we really need good leaders, leaders that listen to us, leaders that at least we can count on, leaders we can really look upon, because our leaders have been very biased, they have been very poor, they have been very corrupt, and we are really facing a lot because of these people. When they go to office, you start hearing things like the taxes have risen, the economy changes, even the jobs, it becomes even hard for you to get a job because everything is corrupt. The whole system becomes corrupt. But thanks to our good example, Ibrahim Traore, his system is very organized, his leaders are very okay, and that's a very big up to him. So thank you for watching this video, guys. I don't know what you think about that video. In the comment section, we can interact. You can tell me about this video. So thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please remember to subscribe, comment, like, and share. Until my next video, one love.